Open the curtains, lights on. Don't miss a moment of this experiment. Oh, the book is strange, like clockwork orange. Keep your eyes buttered till the end. Which you are going to be? Inside the mirror, do you see someone else in the body? Transform me one
I say again, I say hello, hello, hello. How are you beautiful people doing today? I'm having a lovely little morning. It's been quite pleasant. We are back with the longest fucking realization ever. It is the finale, but it's like the finale, I think. So it makes sense that it's taking a billion years to finish. Okay, so we learned last stream that we've got some new cards to play with. Specifically, we got this fancy little restore light and gain strength. On hit, meaning that we can do a full AoE, hit everything, and then come back and clap again. Now, I think for this one, we're gonna need to use shyness, and hopefully we will be able to get shyness back again. But essentially, there's not a whole lot I can do. Unless I mean, this is something I might have to check. I don't think I can do any passive attribution or any changes. See, like that doing 4 damage seems like shit to me. That seems really bad, actually. I think it's this. I think it's the fact that they have the bonuses from the cards that they're playing. So they have this 8/8, 5/8, 4/8, 4/8. Maybe what it is. Maybe what it do is there's one of them each turn that is doing bitter cold instead of crystallize, and maybe that's the one that I need to be smacking. Maybe just like I can't hit any of the other ones. But alas, we've got one shyness we can play. So yeah, I think that might actually be what it is. I'm going to have to target whichever one of these guys has the 8/8 as my primary target. Otherwise, I think what is going to end up happening here is I'm just gonna wear my hey, what's going on, some guy? I think I'm gonna wear down my stamina if I keep attacking the one who one clash wind deals stagger damage and inflicts fragile. Now, I think we've got one more. Yeah, we've got Mass Individual here, which is going to do target loses 2 light next scene. Target speed is fixed at. I think this is the play. And then another shyness. It's just she's doing so much damage to me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive another turn. So I'm pretty sure with the strengthened, we're talking about doing some pretty decent damage. Yeah, like they're all almost free, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive another turn. What do we got here? What's left? This is a Mass Individual, but I don't have the strength boost anymore. Pierce could work. Pierce could work. She's doing more bullshit, so if I don't block her, I'm in trouble. Everybody's at 1. All of these are the same. Yeah, so basically there is no option. There is no choice. All right, so I think we're gonna cross our little singers. We're gonna cross our fingers, our singy sings, and we're gonna hope that we can knock out Keldy with this one. And then we do have a shyness we can play. And then I think we could do a token of friendship as well. Yeah, I think token of friendship has a pretty decent chance of popping out. And then if this pops off, we should be able to break Keldy out. Unbelievable, Keldy. How are you griefing me so hard? Today's been a roller coaster? You said today's been a roller coaster and then nothing much. Watched Kill Bill movies. Is that your first time watching them? Diablo 2, D2, Diablo 2 is not getting any more, or Destiny 2 is not getting any more updates. Because I feel like Destiny 2, it's like, yeah, that tracks. It's kind of about time, isn't it? Yeah, Destiny 2 is not getting any more updates. I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? They like did Marathon, didn't they? They made a new thing called Marathon. Alright, we do the fearlessness to keep on living again, right? That should pop out. Somebody's got to get out from that, right? Somebody's got to break out from that. And then that gives us 2 left over to play with, which means we can use a shyness. I kind of want to use something that's going to have a higher chance to dodge these. Or something that's going to beat them. But I don't have the light for it. I think Token of Friendship's our best bet, and then we can use shyness over here. Never played a Diablo game? They're good games. They are good games. Okay. Thank the fuck Christ. I think we got an ally back, finally. Somehow still alive. Like, I was kind of hoping they could do both, but hey, it's time to get high on copium and ride the Destiny 3 train until I lose all interest. Yeah, I mean, ain't nobody gonna judge you for it. I think Destiny had a really solid run, all things considered. It had a really good run. I would probably say that it's a safe bet that that run is now done. Dunskies. Destiny 2 news is a bummer. Still mid Lightfall, but I guess this is a good reason to come back. I mean, it depends, right? Like, because Destiny 1 ran for a really, really long time, despite it, like, being replaced by Destiny 2. And Destiny 1 is still playable. I think Destiny 2 is not going away, in the sense that it's going to continue to be available to play. However, you know, what we're looking at here is the sunsetting of a game, and that always kind of blows. Okay, and then I guess we could do a cheeky little steel knuckles over here. Who knows? Keldy might actually be able to break 2 people out, and then we can focus entirely on defense with Angela. Or we might, I think this turn we might, if we play our cards right, we might actually be able to break everybody out this turn. On Clash win, gain 2 strength next scene. I'm pretty sure this is a display of affection roll, because if I beat out that first one, then that second die just doesn't happen. And then we can do friendship over here. Yeah, I think we've got a pretty solid plan. Angela's on like pretty low HP, but I think once we get everybody out of the ice cubes, this fight's gonna be significantly easier. Perfect. They're even releasing Moments of Triumph as the last update, kind of last hurrah, so to speak. Before Keldy asks, the answer is no. I'm not coming back for Moments of Triumph. I just want to head that off. I just wanted to head that off. Wanted to cover that base real quick. All right, let's see. We still have a couple of unique cards that we can play with Angela, and I'm not sure if there's gonna really be any value in playing this particular one because they're all immune to slash damage, right? I kind of feel like I want to hold on to that. How many do we have? We've got 3, 6. We've got 6, 7. 7, yeah. And there's 2 that we haven't played. I think once I have the whole team up and running and we're able to intercept and deal with all of the attacks that are coming out, I'll probably wind up messing around with that a little bit. E3 is starting back up, and now that there's no seasonal chase, I might manage to convince Merrick. So, fire team acquired, probably. That is a good fire team, I will say. I'm not gonna be the fussiest of babyest bitches. The seasonal chase is one of the reasons I didn't want to play anymore. The like, don't ever stop playing me or you are going to fall behind thing is a massive drawback, and it's distasteful to me. But yeah, without the seasonal chase, you let me know if you get the band back together and you've got an extra slot. I might consider it, actually. Look at me immediately going back on what I just said. All right, we do not want her to get strength next scene, so I think we're gonna do display of affection, which guarantees to beat out that one. And then we're gonna have to do something about this. Keldy is gonna be the one dealing with it, so... What is duel? Reduces the power of the next die by 2? I think duel on her might actually be the play. Because it's 8 to 17, we're gonna win, guaranteed, on the first one. The second one's power gets reduced down to a maximum of 10. I think she might still win that clash, actually. Because it's a block die instead of relying on her blunt stance damage bonus. Even Great Serpent's impact is not that great. Repressed Flesh slightly better, but still not. I mean, I think Repressed Flesh matches almost exactly the damage that we're dealing with here. I think we're gonna use duel. And then I'll use Steel Knuckles over here. In another news, planning on watch Reservoir Dogs tomorrow. Or are you on a Tarantino binge now that you've watched one of Tarantino's movies? They're good movies. Generally speaking, Tarantino is a fantastic artist. I think somebody might say, you know, problematic, something problematic, but at the end of the day, he is a good artist. No way around it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Maybe we do Will of the Prescript down here. And what can we do? Could do a Brace Up. Or Graze. I think Graze the Grass. We want the emotional level to go up. Alright. Let's hit it. Kinda. You had to watch a Pulp Fiction a while ago and really wanted to watch Kill Bill. But you got Reservoir on DVD. Yeah, I mean, like, I think all of those, all of the movies that you mentioned are good, like, solid movies. I enjoyed Pulp Fiction a lot. I think my partner recently watched Pulp Fiction again, and she's not like she's not necessarily a huge Tarantino fan, as it were. It's just like it's just a good movie. It's just a really good movie. I think we just invest an entire turn from Keldy onto blunting this this one character to death. We're almost done. I don't think she takes damage from anything until that one is dead. 6 to 10, 6 to 10. One hit, add 3 chill. I don't want to overcommit on like this turn. I feel like using BG to warm up and then using Observe to also warm up. I think we're going to take some damage on Ferret this turn, but I think at the end of the day, we're going to be setting ourselves up for success. All of the damage is doing, it's like all of my attacks are doing significantly less damage than I would have expected. There we go. Literally, it was just investing an entire Kelby turn in there. So you've seen Pulp Fiction. Tell me, who's your favorite character in Pulp Fiction? Okay. Mass individual, inflict 4 chill, takes no damage from attacks until all prisons of ice are destroyed, takes no damage from burn or bleed. This is a 10, 12, 12, 15. 10, 12, 12, 15. I'm pretty sure True Trigram Formation can beat that out with the boosts that we currently have available. And probably beat out the other attack over here. So I think I'll do that. 10 to 15 and 12 to 15. I don't think that's gonna win on that one. Display of Affection is a really effective way to knock that out. And then I need Lean and Bloody Wings. And I need Shyness. But I think after that I'm out of light completely. Alright, True Trigram Formation with a +4 for sure. We got that. And then what are we getting hit with over here? So I could do some stuff if I had some more light, but we're just completely out of light. So we'll do a Brace Up. No, we'll do a Graze the Grass. Graze the Grass is going to give us more light. Fervid Emotions. We've got no bonuses here, so Fervid Emotions with Mickey at a 2. That makes it an 8-12 and a 7 to 12. That's not good, but I think that might actually be as good as it gets with Mickey right now. About to take some damage. We're using True Trigram Formation. Do we have anything else that can... I don't think so. This is going to be a bad turn. I think we're just settling in. This turn is going to suck. What is coming in here? Is that? No. That? Okay. That's a 2. I can't counter that with a 2. Okay, I think I've got everything kind of sorted out here. Time to get cheeky. Jules easily. Jules is a really good character, especially like a character that does the whole god thing. His reasoning is flawed, but it's like one of those people you talk to who's like who has just converted to Christianity and hasn't like figured out where they stand or how they actually feel about their beliefs. Jules is a very fun character though. This fight is literally all about the blunt. Like, she doesn't give a shit about anything except for blunt damage, and I hate that. Uh-oh, this is actually really, really bad. This is actually really horrible, in fact. what do I do here? Balls. So I can pull in a couple of attacks. The attacks going into Angela need to be my target first, because Angela is the one who's most likely to get messed up by multiple attacks on her. So I've got 2 that are going in that I can block with Keldy. We can do a Steel Knuckles here. And a Will of the Prescript. Let's do a Repressed Flesh. Okay, and then we've got 1 more attack that is coming in at a 3 that we can hit. Let's do an Emotional Turbulence. That way we've saved Angela from taking any damage. And then, let me see. I've got 2 left. I mean, we can get higher rolls, so to speak, if we do Snake Slit, but I don't think it's going to be able to match what she's going to hit me with Third Kiss. I need to have something that's pretty big on the first hit, otherwise we're just immobilized next turn, like guaranteed immobilized. Yeah, I don't think there's really any choice. We're just gonna get hit with this. If I had enough juice, I could use Blind Faith. Emotional Turbulence is going... Well, you know what? We're gonna freeze anyway, because we're gonna take this damage from Third Kiss from multiple people, so... I'm gonna be so for real, it is not that deep for me. I just really like how Samuel L. Jackson acts. I mean, yeah, Samuel L. Jackson is an amazing actor. That goes without saying. Yeah, we knew we were gonna have trouble there with the stagger. I just need to get enough damage, enough stagger damage on her to get a stagger in, and then we win. But I think Keldy might get stunned this turn. God damn, Keldy, fucking carry harder. I think Keldy's stunned this turn. No, Keldy's still in it. Oh my god, I think Keldy might single-handedly just win this. Let's go. Like, not to say it isn't a good movie, it's a good movie minus the Mia Wallace section. Just don't quite like that, but even then it's meh. What do you mean Mia Wallace section? You don't like the I mean, there is only one Mia Wallace section. But what about the Mia Wallace section didn't you like? There are so many memeable moments in that in that particular section. It's so good. We have no bonuses to our strength right now, so I'd like to pick on her in a spot that she's going to be weak. So we'll target that. Congratulations! I don't know what you were trying to succeed on, but I'm glad you made it at the end. Your nugget? Are you playing LobCorp? You gotta, if you're playing LobCorp, you have to make a Zan, and you're gonna have to sacrifice her. Because that's what happens to my character every single time I play LobCorp. Or every single time I make myself as a character in LobCorp. I'm pretty sure we're set. All of my 7s are gonna go before anything else she can do, and that should stagger her. Unless Angela fucking dies before she gets to take a turn. God damn. Okay, that was actually really close. That was scarily close. But we got the stagger off. Okay. Your nugget bonked Snow Queen Row. Oh yeah, your nugget's popping off. For sure. But your nugget's always popping off. Sorry, I got confused for a second. I thought you had slapped me into... I thought you were playing LobCorp and you slapped me in. You're gonna have to let me know whenever you decide to play LobCorp, by the way. Nailed it. It's the cheese of the Pulp Fiction burger. You think the cheese is good? You can't remove it from the burger and it's still a good burger. You're saying, wait, no, hold on a second. What the fuck are you talking about? Cheese is like the best part of a burger, and removing cheese from the burger makes the burger less delicious of a burger. Period. The Mia Wallace section, I feel, personally, the Mia Wallace section has a very, very strong point. One, or many points. One, it humanizes Vincent in a very real way. Like, sure, the intro scene with Jules humanizes Vincent in a sense. It humanizes him by showing that he has a friend, but then he blows somebody's head off by accident and then gets indignant about it. So that makes Vincent slightly less likable. The casual drug use, I feel like it sets a certain kind of tone, but also the comedy of Vincent being high as fuck and then just kind of wandering around inside the house and just kind of stumbling through this series of events that are just absolutely insane. I love that entire scene. I love that whole section. I feel like taking it out of the movie changes the way, it would completely change the way that you view Vincent as a character. And then in the end, when, you know, spoilers for the like 30-year-old movie if you haven't seen it, but and then in the end, whenever he eventually gets what's actually coming to him, it kind of feels bad. It kind of sucks, you know, because you had this humanizing moment with him. He's not a good guy. He's a bad guy. He murders people for money. But still, I feel like the point that the steps that they took to kind of humanize him made his death more impactful. It made that entire scene with Butch more impactful. Like, the culmination of the characters crashing into each other matters significantly more because that scene existed. I whispered into people the essence of life so that they will cherish their own emotions and focus on them only. So that the fluctuating shape of the mind can be exposed to the world. Wait, what Abno is this? Have I not seen this Abno before? Let's see. The battle proceeds to the next phase when both Nail and Hammer are defeated. Fully restores light every scene. Dice gain power by the page's cost. On hit, a page with the highest cost in the target's hand is inflicted with the cost down. Last cut content, Abno. Neat. What you thought Pulp Fiction was is closer to what Kill Bill Volume 1 is. You can please, you're welcome to correct me if you disagree with me, but I love the Kill Bill movies, but they are fun, senseless violence and justifiable vengeance. I really enjoy them. But if you, I don't know, like, if you've ever watched a ContraPoints video, but ContraPoints did a video very recently on Saw, and while she's like in the middle of this like 1.5 to 2 hour long video essay of breaking down like philosophy of Saw, she takes like 45 minutes or so and just does Tarantino, and she talks about a whole bunch of Tarantino movies. You should watch that if you haven't seen it, especially since you're interested in Tarantino. Although there may be some spoilers for stuff. I think there is watch Reservoir Dogs first, because there's a big scene that she talks about in Reservoir Dogs that is like, it makes you uncomfortable, and it's intended to make you uncomfortable, but you should watch the ContraPoints video. It's good. She makes some pretty amazing video essays. Shit political takes, but really good video essays. Fully restores light on odd-numbered scenes. On hit, a page with the highest cost in target's hand is inflicted with cost up. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Well, Angela's got some more special pages to use. Slash is their weakness here. That's good. not everybody on the internet has bad political takes, no. But you know what, from a certain, this would be the Obi-Wan Kenobi meme. From a certain point of view, everybody on the internet has bad political takes. But I'm sure that some people would say that I have bad political takes. But at the end of the day, like, my political views are based on material reality. And I try to ground everything on material reality. Use them, you won't regret it. I'm gonna, you're talking about her special cards. I'm gonna, but I literally can't use them right now. So they also take damage from blunt, but I only have one that I could use. So we'll use it. And then we've got Shyness we can also play. Lower cost of page in user's hand whose cost is 3 or higher. Just absolute dog shit cards in Keldy's hand right now. I don't think we're in slashing stance though. Well, we're in blunt stance. Alright, so we're switching to slashing stance because they're weak. They're all weak to slash. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's a bad idea. Now I'm stuck in slashing stance for at least a turn. And slashing stance has a massive drawback. Whoopsie daisy. Slashing stance's massive drawback is that I don't have any card draw in slashing stance. So what you have is what you see is what you get. All right, we can do an augury kick. Inflict 1 nail. Next scene. Cost is lowered after losing a clash against a page with a higher cost. Everyone typically has that one bad opinion that you'll disagree with. It's just a matter of if that opinion is, you know, like coal power or kill all people different from me. I mean, both of I would argue like coal power is we should be sunsetting coal power. I don't think those two ideas are comparable in that sense, but no, I do understand what you're getting at. Like, yeah, the two wild extremes of hot takes on the internet, one being, you know, we should murder everybody actually, and the other being we should try to improve things slightly. I do not like my card options. I think I'm going to be taking some damage this turn. You couldn't think of a less evil? You mean something less than killing all people different? Deporting all people different from you. Locking all people different from you up. Or pissing on somebody's shoes because you don't like them is worse than talking about, like, eliminating coal power. Those are just 3 examples. They're on the more moderate side, though. Less than liking coal power? I mean, the United States had such a head start on tech and just in general wealth. We should be leading the charge in green energy, electrical, and renewables. It's a series of failures and capital interest completely fucking over our country. is the reason why we're where we are. That turn did not go good. Did not go real good at all. Well, we do have a nice little power boost this turn. Inflict 2 nails next scene. Take 2 additional damage from hammer, lose 1 nail at the end of the scene. Okay. So I think we need to be having somebody focus on hammer and somebody be like 2 people focused on hammer and 2 people focused on nail, because if we have both hammer and nail thwacking people, it's going to be a bad time, I think. We have 2 bad eggs, and suddenly nuclear power is scary and we should outlaw it. Chernobyl was an outlier, that one incident in Japan was a near meltdown, not even a full meltdown. Are you talking about Fukushima? I mean, I don't think people are freaked out about you know, nuclear power because of Fukushima. Strictly speaking, I think the NIMBYism and anti-nuclear propaganda is what brought us to where we are right now. Unfortunately, it do be like that sometimes. I could do snake slit and sharpened blade. If I do snake slit and sharpened blade, that turns it into a 4. That's a 5. This makes this a base 6 with a maximum of 8. That's not good. That's not a good matchup at all. Yikes. Okay, so maybe we hit somebody else then. We'll hit this guy. And then we'll do a Jinni. Guarantees that we win that. Although piercing is... Wait. Okay, so the nails are weak against blunt and slash. And the hammers are where we put our pierce and our slash. Okay. And we can do a Will of the City back here as well. Chernobyl was the result of human error. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it as an anti-nuclear argument. There are no anti-nuclear arguments. The only people spouting anti-nuclear arguments, nuclear power. The only people spouting anti-nuclear power arguments are either ill-informed, ill or misinformed, or they're like intentionally, they're bad actors that are intentionally spreading misinformation. I don't think there is an in-between. You either haven't checked in on it. You either like don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or you're paid to lie about it. Where is all this extra damage coming from? What are you doing? Is there something I didn't read? What the actual fuck? How did he just go around and hit everybody? I countered every attack. I have to be missing something. I'm missing something here. I'm gonna have to restart this fight. What the fuck, dude? Stop that. What the fuck is collapsing heart? He just walked around and bonked everybody for free. What the f- No, it's unacceptable. You need to show me show me your work. God damn it. I agree with you here, but I don't know Twitch emote language, so I'll just have to use words. Words work. Words are one of the ways that we communicate of all time. Ugh. Making me learn new puzzles is cringe. Okay, so maybe it's an every other turn thing that they do. All right, so we need to counter all of these. I think display of affection is a really solid way of handling that particular problem. With a 6-8 as the second one, though, I don't know. Shyness might be a good way to handle it. We'll try shyness. Keldy over here with starting off with a fucking we're piercing stance. We can work with piercing stance, but Keldy over here is starting out with 2-2 as the initiative for the turn is not great. Not great, actually. We've got Will of the City, but that's not gonna slice it. We could do Will of the Prescript. That one will give us the bonus to piercing damage. And then we won't be able to play anything else. It means we've got an intercept from another person. Slash Piercing will be in the back line. And we don't have anything else we can play. That is all of the dice I'm allowed to not play. Inflict 1 nail next scene. We'll eat that with you. And then a multi-slash. I don't know what to do here, because like I don't have enough dice to be able to counter all this stuff. Out of dice. I could use Fervid Emotions, and that's going to cause us to auto-counter that. But Fervid Emotions I don't think is going to win these clashes. I don't see us winning these clashes. Now, if I play Laceration here instead of Will of the Prescript, we're not going to get our weapon draw, but we will get a counter dice that we can use. Sick and tired of 1984. Everyone is like, this is 1984 Orwellian nightmare when they usually haven't read the book, and you know what sucks? It's both sides. Everyone thinks George Orwell agrees with them specifically, and it makes me want to explode. Some guy, one of the funny things is here is like Palantir, and what Palantir is doing, what the surveillance state is doing right now, is like actually what's going on like and being advocated for from both sides of the aisle. There is no left-wing representation in government. Like I think the closest we'd have in the United States would be Bernie. He's as close as you can possibly get to being left-wing, but like he's basically a like 1960s, 1950s, late 1950s Democrat. Like what's the name of the good president? Roosevelt. What's the name? The New Deal president. The president that did good things. Boy, oh boy, do I just love getting nailed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, this fight is irritating. This fight is irritating me. It doesn't really seem to matter. Okay, Collapsing Heart. This page is used again on a random enemy for every remaining point of light. That's bullshit, my dude. So you get to use it again and again and again and again and again and again? Like, what is that? 2, 4, 6... 7 times? 7 times? Fuck you! Okay, hang on a second. There's something's going on here. If user's HP is at 50% or lower, all dice on this page gain +8 power. If the attack hits at least once, all allies draw a page. If the attack hit at least once, all allies draw a page. Recover 5 HP, gain 1 strength next scene. Target receives 1 strength and 5 bleed next scene. All allies recover 15 HP and stagger resist. Okay. I'm like, what is the solution for that? Because he's just gonna run away and he's just gonna run around and fuck shit up. I hate it here. I hate it here. I don't know how to handle this. I don't know what to do here. Aside from giving everybody like a certain amount of damage protection, but like on hit deal 3 stagger damage, they're just going to keep slamming stagger damage, right? Again. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with this card. I can't afford to just take, what is that? Between the two of them, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 unguarded freebie attacks. I just can't afford to take hits like that. I can't afford that. I'll get my ass pummeled. Literally, I can't do that. God fucking damn it. This is the neat part. You don't. Oh my god. That's not the neat part. That's ass. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And they're doing the hammers are doing bonus damage to anybody who has the nails in them. I don't know. I don't know how to deal. I don't know how to deal with this. This is kind of insane. Let's see. Cost is lowered after losing a clash. Cost is raised by 1 after losing a clash against a page with a lower cost. So I have to win a clash with a 0 cost. I don't think I have a 0 cost. I got Will of the City, but... Although with a +4, I think Will of the City might actually be able to beat that one if I was able to hit it, but I don't think I can. So I think, what is this? The play here is you have to get the cost of these cards up so that they have less light. And when they go to play a card, it costs so much. Cost is raised by 1 after losing a clash against a page with a lower light cost. So this one right here needs to lose against a 1 cost. We have Will of the City here, which is a 1 cost. And I think I could, on clash, win, lower the max value of opponent's next die by 3. So I need to win both of these with a 1 cost. Getting nailed and then nail gets pegged. This is proof Carmen's a top. We knew Carmen was a top because of how much of a fussy baby bitch Ein was. Bet. Maybe changing character cards here. Maybe using a different 4 to 9. No, that ain't it. It's my speed dice. I just like rolled like ass for everything. So I need to increase these cards' costs. So we've got Will of the City, and we've got Sharpened Blade. I could play Sharpened Blade, right? And I could play Will of the City. No, Will of the City is not gonna, it's gonna be too high cost. Over here, Will of the City, and we've got +4, would turn this one into a 7-11, which would have a very high chance of beating it only if we beat the first one. Not likely. And I don't know why I'm even talking about that. I literally can't do that. I hate it here. How did you miss on an uncontested attack? What's happening? Even if you rolled a 1, you still should have done damage. What the fuck is happening? I'm pretty sure they're just dead. I think Mickey's just dead. Wait, what the fuck just happened? They didn't reuse the attack. Why did they not reuse the attack this time? I need to make that happen every time. At the start of the scene, randomize the cost of all pages whose original cost is less than 4. I think Curiosity might actually be a good one to play on Keldy. I'm going to play that one on Keldy, and I'm going to swap to Slashing Stance. Alright, let's do another a big AoE or something. We do have a +3 this time, so we could do a mass individual. And this is going to give everybody some page draw. And Token of Friendship. 8 to 15 on win. Destroy target's next eye. 8 to 15. Big yikes. They're starting to run out of light. So that's nice. Lies is good. I think Lies is good on specific characters for sure. Violet Blade. I'd like to save for whenever we have something that's a bit more beefy. Oh, maybe Violet Blade is the card to play here because we've got our bonus turns into a +2, 3, 4. Turns into a +8. So that gets us pretty close to a guaranteed win on that. And then where are we getting hit? We're getting hit from over here. We've got 2 to spend. Wow. No fucking cards on ya boy over here. I've got +3. I need more speed dice. God damn. One attack is coming in for free, but Mickey's not going to get hit with anything. Fuck him up, Ferret! That's my boy! To be honest, polygamy should just become widely accepted practice. Like, it'd probably solve a decent amount of problems. I'm not sure how I feel about polygamy. Because it typically enforces patriarchal systems, and also significantly benefits people with wealth. So people who already have a bunch of wealth tend to end up in a significantly better position than people who don't, and that's usually not a good thing. I'm very pro polyamory and pro choice in your partners and everything like that, but I think whenever it comes specifically down to polygamy, I'm not sure about that. What are you're giving me question marks. You said, to be honest, polygamy should just become a widely accepted practice. Like, it'd probably solve a decent amount of problems. I'm like, what else could I possibly have responded to? What's with the question marks, my dude? You meant polyamory? Yeah, but you said polygamy. Those are 2 different things. Polygamy is marriage, specifically. Polyamory is the concept of being in relationships with multiple people. And I hard agree. But I also understand that, you know, polyamory is not something that everybody is going to be interested in. And some people genuinely just want to have a partner. I think there's no way that polyamory is going to become a widely accepted practice in my lifetime. I think it's already picked up massive amounts of steam, and I think it's going to continue to pick up steam. But I will say that widely accepted, probably not for a while. And I think the main reason for that is just that, I mean, we have deeply entrenched perspectives on relationships, and specifically ownership in relationships. A lot of people feel like their partner kind of is theirs. Like, that's mine, she's mine, he's mine, they're mine. And that kind of, we'll say, toxic perspective on relationships tends to be pretty damn strong and hard to break. People are generally pretty sensitive about it too. There's a bonus song in the soundtrack for this game that's really cool. Salt, Pepper Birds, and Thought Police. Woo, woo, woo! You're going straight to horny jail. You ladies are under arrest. Bonk. That did significantly less damage than I was hoping. Bitch, how you dodge that? Okay, we got one of them dead. That's the important part. If this hammer pops off and starts bonking me, I'm gonna be upset. So I think both of the nails are dead. I'm pretty sure there's only one hammer left. These arms got hands. That's true. Yeah, it looks like there's only the one left. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I don't know what we did differently, but something we did differently has enabled us to win the video game. Let's see, we can do a graze the grass with Keldy, maybe? And a multi-slash. And a graze the grass. I don't think we are going to fail this though. Oh my god, a 7 turns into... Okay, we got it, but what the hell? The numbers, why are the numbers working like that? Alright, Fervent Beats, I think we do that and we put it on Keldy. Keldy just gets amped up to the max. Massive haste boost, big damage. And now we've got to read. Now we get to read. Okay, Shimmering. At the start of each scene, exhaust all pages in hand in their deck. Add new pages to hand. Their cost becomes 0. Shimmering. Status immunity. Takes no damage from status ailments. Love that. Grin. Immune to immobilization. Leer. When hit, reduce incoming damage by the cost of guilt the attacker has. Okay. Exhaust unused. Cost is reduced by 1 whenever the enemy is defeated. If this page is still in hand or deck after 9 scenes, the character dies. Okay. I don't think we don't have enough light to be able to use that for most characters, I think. It's too good to give up. No? Alright, let's finish reading. When hit, reduce incoming damage by the cost of guilt the attacker has. Okay, so like all damage is reduced by 9 for all of the characters that would be attacking her. Got it. Impending Break. In 9 scenes, uses a powerful combat page against characters with guilt. The attack is delayed for a scene if the character is staggered. Okay. Now let's look at these tentacles. Whispering Instincts. Shimmering. Crushing Instincts. Dice gain power equal to the current cost of guilt the target has. If the target has no guilt, no power is gained. Okay. So that's, like, okay. That's fucky. Takes half as much damage from status ailments. Okay. So I'm just thinking out loud here. But we could... Oh my god, some of them are hitting. And they get dice power, like massive dice power boost. Ow! Oh man, am I supposed to have already had this set up by now? Am I just screwed because I didn't set up Angela's special attack, her special ego page? Because we're one fragment of light away from being able to use the special ego page. I fucked up last turn. Well, Keldy gets a +5, 6, 7. Fervent Beats was a bad one as well. Don't forget the phase ends when Silent Girl dies, just so you know. Yeah, I know phase ends whenever she dies, but she takes reduced damage. She takes 9 less damage from every attack that she takes. Next scene. So the two in the back are just blocking. We can use the ones in the front. They're getting 9 bonus dice power to anybody they attack. I kind of feel like this might be one of those situations where we like pick a character and let them kind of sacrifice themselves for the greater good. That's 4 to 8 lower cost of opponent's guilt by 1. Okay, so we can eat guilt by clashing with these attacks. Okay, that's serviceable. We can work with that. I mean, god damn it. Keldy Keldy does like, you're gonna die, my love. You're gonna die. And it's god damn it. You're gonna die, and I have so much of my stuff is invested in you. Like, you're gonna die, dude. This is on clash win, and then on clash lose. But like, I don't know, how do I get that? Oh fuck. Keldy will make it, trust. Yeah, we shall see. This is probably just a waste. I'm gonna try to gain strength this turn though. Sharpened blade. And then graze the grass. And emotional turbulence. We can't emotional turbulence. Shit. Bracing up. Destroy opponent's next die on clash win, 8/8. But they have a +9, so I don't know how we're supposed to beat that. Honestly. We've got 1 + 1 strength. I'm spooked, y'all. I'm spooked. This is spooking me out. Gun her down, Keldy. Slice her to ribbons. Kill her. More damage. Is this a bug? They're not getting +9 dice power. They're just not. They should have been getting that bonus to their power. That doesn't make any sense. Cannot be used. After using 9 unique eco pages, a special page is added to hand when certain conditions are fulfilled. Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping that after we used the 9 ego page, we would be able to use that page. But alright. Okay, so time to go even harder on your girl over here. Alright, so we got Sharpened Blade, for sure. We've got Snake Slit, for sure. Then we get Violet Blade. And what else can we do? Blind Faith? Oh man, I wish I could use Blind Faith. I can't give my I can't give myself +1 to my light. Cuz that'd be pretty baller if I could. Okay, let's see what else can Angela use? So we've got Mass Summation. That's gonna give everybody strength. Gain 1 strength next scene. Target receives 1 strength and 5 bleed next scene. Okay, I don't really care about that so much. What is this? Conviction? Dice power +10? Holy shit. Okay, so now they're getting their dice power +10. That's spooky. Why don't they carry a flashlight to increase their... Yeah, to increase their light? I don't know, man. I don't know why they wouldn't just carry a flashlight. It's that easy. The eye facing the fear break the cycle. If user's HP is at 50% or lower, all dice on the page gain +8. Okay, I actually have another idea. So my other idea is to just kill these guys because they're attacking so late. We do, let me see. Target loses 2 light next scene. Target speed is fixed at 1 next scene. And then, what else can we do? We could do Lean Bloody Wings. And then we've got Token of Friendship we can also play. Any 5s will go first as well. We're gonna take damage from Carmen this turn. But God, what do we got? +7? Alright, we gotta play a bunch of little things then. We can do a BG down here, just to make sure, because we want to make sure that thing dies. And then we'll rock these 3 attacks up here. This 3 is not gonna hit, I don't think, but we are rolling the dice. Let's try Emotional Turbulence. All right, let's see it. How are you rolling 1 and 2 on Sharpened Blade? Where are your bonuses to damage? How are you rolling 1 and 2, Keldy? Why are you doing 6 damage? Oh my god. You have like a +50 to damage. Where the fuck? Uh-oh. I think I put too many eggs in the Keldy basket and I'm about to die. Youch! Youch, I just paid one of the prices of all time. Okay. Well, luckily all their speeds are fixed at 1 next turn. So all of my turns are going to get to go first. This is Keldy's last turn, and then Keldy literally is about to just die of a heart attack. I have no idea what the fuck was going on there. I must have had some debuff on that I hadn't paid attention to carefully enough. So 2 big AoEs going out. And then we can do a cheeky little Shyness. We've got Token of Friendship we can hit with. And then that's Angela's turn. We've got a +4 over here. We'll hit with Observe, Augury Kick, and BG down here. And then a Graze the Grass. Keldy's turn, I think Snake Slit, Will of the City, Acupuncture, and Graze the Grass. Huh? There we go. And Graze the Grass. True Trigram Formation. Sharpened Blade. Multi-slash. Graze the Grass. We are either about to die or kill the first 2 tentacles. God, I rolled a fucking 67. Keldy's dead. Oh no. Okay, one of them is dead. I have a lot of attacks going in on the other one, so we just gotta hope. Let's believe. We got it. Okay, Hog, we did it. Now we just have to kill Angela. Or sorry, Carmen. Okay, and these guys are just doing counterattacks. So literally we just go ham on Carmen. Okay. Let's see. +8 to strength right now. True Trigram Formation. BG. If I do BG, I won't have I'll have no light next turn. Will of the City. Brace up. Display of Affection. With a +4, Display of Affection definitely beats out that first one, but it's dicey on the second one. Maybe we have Display of Affection at the end of this turn, and then we can use like Token of Friendship to heal somebody. Maybe get the guilt off Angela for safety. Are you joking me? We got 6 turns left. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've got 6 turns. I should be completely fine. There should be close to a 0% chance that she's able to do anything to harm me. And that's the kind of shit that I will say right before I get my ass killed. That's 100 damage in a turn. These guys are still just doing their counterattacks. Alright, so... let's see. We've got only a +2. Maybe we don't do a buff up turn, and we do a light regen turn. Brace up, multi-slash, and I guess we can throw out a BG. We still have not gotten anything fancy on Angela. I keep checking every turn. Still hurting for light over here. A sharpened blade brings us up to a +3. That negates this and adds a +1. And the Blind Faith, which turns Blind Faith into a powerhouse. Neat thing, I'm getting custom magic proxy made for Zhao. Magic proxy is like a Magic the Gathering card that is a stand-in for another card. I just want to make sure my vocabulary is correct because I am not a MTG person. And that is not an abbreviation for Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let's hit it. Alright, we've used up all of her extra defense, so now we just get to stab her up. 4 turns. Okay. Wow. For spending an entire turn doing light regen, I feel like I don't have a lot of light, do I? Alright, we've got a +4. That's a decent amount. Let me see. Emotional turbulence? I need light. I'm dying over here with no light. I'm going crazy down here by the lake. What's like what you said you got it based on Zhao. What's the vibe of the card, if you don't mind sharing? No! Angela, you can't be staggered. That's illegal. Alright, that's a little scary, not gonna lie. Three turns to do 79 damage. I've got 5 to strengthen right now. Do a BG. A Will of the City. I'll graze the grass. Literally like no light at all on Joel. None at all. do with Fervid Emotions? We're beefed up enough that Fervid Emotions is gonna get a decent boost, but we are paralyzed right now. And that's gonna hamper whatever we decide to do. Oh, big yikes. 3 turns, and then we're in trouble. I guess it's multi-slash and graze the grass over here, because there's not really much of a choice elsewise. I don't think Page Draw is going to do us any good over here, but let's give it a go. We're faltering. We're faltering, chat. We're faltering. I'm having a hard time doing any damage since Keldy died. Huh? Oh no. Oh no. The tentacles came to life and started beating me off. She's immune to burn, dog. The tentacles in the back just came alive. What the fuck? No! Oh no! That's ass, man. Hang on a second, hang on. I think I go before anybody else. Angela gets a turn. We've got no bonuses to strength. We've got 5 light. I don't think this is possible. Like, she takes 5 less damage from Angela. I fucked up because I thought those guys in the back, I thought the tentacles in the back were just like chilling. I didn't think I had to go kill them. I think this fight's over. I think I fucked up enough that I'm screwed. Man, that sucks. We do a Loon Bloody Wings, a Loon Bloody Wings, a Token of Friendship, and a Shyness. That's as close as it gets to me doing maximum amount of damage. It's not even close to enough because I still have guilt in my hand. It's not enough. Okay, so Fervent Beats was a huge mistake. If I still had Keldy in that last phase, things would have been very different. I think I used Fervent Beats right before I saw the next phase. So I just kind of fucked myself at the end. It's annoying. There are 2 win cons for phase 2, having enough AoE to get both Silent Girl and Tentacles, or having enough pure firepower to just stomp the girl. Well, I was pretty close. All things considered, I was pretty damn close to taking her out, but it just, at the end, it just wasn't enough. So we've got, if we have pierce damage, the pierce damage needs to go into the back. So Will of the Prescript would be going into the back. And then Graze the Grass will also go into the back. Display of Affection is slashing, that works on whoever. And we can do token of friendship over here, which is blunt, which works on the front. Emotional turbulence. It is loud. We have we live very close to a military base, like one of the Japanese military bases, and god damn, they are popping off today. It's insane. They're going sicko mode. They're like rapid fire artillery or something. It's insane. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Blind Faith, you're supposed to do more damage than that. You gotta do ego pages again, don't forget. Yeah, I won't forget this time. Let's see. So I think the play here is to use something like Gale Kick. Oh, why the fuck? Okay, so Collapsing Heart and Splitting Heart are different things, and I've never seen Splitting Heart. Deal bonus stagger damage by ×3 the target's nails. Gain power equal to the user's remaining light. Oh my god, were you joking me? So he's gonna get +4 power. That's a 16. 16. Yikes. Okay, so we're we're gonna have to come back to that. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. 16. Do I have anything that's gonna hit that hard? Jin Ni comes really close. I think Jin Ni is the way. And what's this in the back over here? Do I have anything else I can use to counter that? And then we can do Observe, which is not going to do a whole lot. And then Will of the City. That got blocked by basically everybody, but the goal was to give her some strength. Angela, no. What? Why does Collapsing Heart get to pop off this time? I hit it with something that it should not have been able to fail. I hit it with a single attack that should have made it so that it literally couldn't fail. What the fuck? Alright, I guess the first one can pop off, but anything after that, I'm in trouble. Alright, now we get a +5 to all of our stuff. And they're all weak to slashing damage. So we could do the Courage to Protect. It is a mass summation, though. They do have a decent chance to beat that one out. And a Token of Friendship. Snake Slit. And Blind Faith. Hit somebody who's... Oh, never mind. It doesn't really matter because Blind Faith is not going to be... I can't pick targets for Blind Faith. We got a +5 this time, which means that should be able to pop off pretty nicely. And then we can hit with the BG. This shit is dicey. Sketchy even. $31. That's a good number. Ferret getting staggered whenever he's got +7 strength. Free. You never see the stagger block coming because your block meets another block, and I just never see that shit coming. Okay, so whatever we do, we're gonna have to block for Ferret this turn. Okay, I was really banking on Angela getting her light restored. I don't know why she didn't get to restore any light that turn. Sucks. The turn where she's got like a bajillion strength, also known as 4. The time where she has 4 strength is the turn where she literally can't do anything with it because she's got no light. I don't understand that. Did she not emotion level up? This goddamn game. Always be fucking with me. Keldy, how do you keep rolling 2s, boo? 2? The fuck am I supposed to do with all these 2s, my dude? There's like 3 2s in a row. Oh no. That's all bad. That's like all bad. I guess the positive note would be like Keldy can choose their target. Like they get to just pick whoever they want and attack them. But no. I need you to be able to actually counter people. That Beyond, that's gonna suck really bad. Okay, and that's a lot of leftover light. Okay, I need to swap what the fuck I'm doing to make sure that that guy in the back dies. Like turn 1, that guy needs to die. The Blind Faith, I think, was targeting someone else. It needs to go back here. If that guy gets a turn off, essentially, if he gets his 2 off, I think I'm just dead. Angela gets staggered if that happens. I think, no matter what, I think we're gonna be in a bad spot. Are you fucking kidding? Okay, good. Like, he had 1 hit point. I was like, no, you don't get to survive. I think we just lost because Mickey's dead. And Mickey was one of our key AoE characters. It's the crushing hammer. If the crushing hammer gets to pop off once, it's just over. We just can't recover from that. It's bad. It's really bad up here. I don't even know. I don't even think I want to continue. I think I'm gonna go back to the start. I can't go into that second phase with a man down and expect to make it through. Especially since for some reason Angela just didn't get any emotional points for the one AoE that she did, where she did like 50 damage to everybody. She just didn't get any AoE, or didn't get any juice for that one. I don't know why. Keldy's in slashing stance right out the gate. Love to see it. Angela coming in, looking all badass and getting completely fucked up. I hate how they just basically take no damage for such a long period of time. It really, I feel like killing these arms takes for fucking ever. And it literally, if the hammers in the back just get to pop off once, it's just over. It's just completely over. Too much damage. Alright, so we've got Splitting Heart coming over here that is going to hit with a... You get a +7. That's 19. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. And that's not a clash, that's a mass attack. Where do I even start? A base 19? Gain 1 strength next scene. Target receives 1 strength next scene. Do I have anything? Jin, Ni, base... With a +3, that's base 18. That's about as good as it's gonna get. I don't, like... 3, 6, 7? Base 19. I think Jin, Ni should be able to beat that, and then Collapsing Heart needs to be beaten out with that 8, 8. Plus... No. True Trigram Formation costs my entire pool. This is a 710 plus 4, which makes it a base 11. So that beats that for sure. Okay. I feel like Angela has to use her... She has to use her special attacks. All allies recover 15 HP and stagger resist. And we can use a shyness, I guess. Snake Slit. Will the city? No, I think we use a Graze the Grass. Gotta get that light up. And that's nice. It happens on use, so everybody just gets their shit back. I think I'm gonna start trying to use that more often. Angela's like, I need to be looking at Angela's deck as like a battery for special abilities. Like the special abilities just need to keep popping off. And we beat out Splitting Heart. Perfect. It's the Crushing Heart one is the fucky one that, for whatever reason, popped off. How? How? How are you collapsing Hearting? That should not be going... That shouldn't be happening. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't understand. I don't understand. How did I stop him from doing it last time? That's so frustrating. Oh my god. Stop that. Oh, okay. God damn it. God damn it. That's so fucking frustrating. Right, Snake Slit, Blind Faith. Keldy gets to take out 2 of these guys this turn if he can. If possible, we get to take out 2, but we keep rolling 2s on Keldy. It's very frustrating. Okay. We're not at 50% HP, so we don't get bonus power. Blunt is not where it's at. This is a mass individual. This one recovers HP for Angela. I think we use this one for the mass slash damage and to get another token on Fragments of Light. And then we can use this token of friendship to give somebody some HP back. Will of the Prescript. And a Will of the City. 8 to 15. Cost is raised by 1 after a clash with a page with a lower cost. They are blasting away right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that, the thump thump. This fight pissed me off, honestly. Same. This fight is ass. I hate it. 1 clash when destroy target's next die. Fuck you then, my dude. Fuck you. What if I just let you hit me with it? Because you're gonna hit anyway. Why don't I just, like, not block it? I'll let it go through. I only got a +1 on Olivier. I don't want Angela to hit. I don't want Angela to get hit by all this stuff. So we'll use this. Not a great chance to block at all, but... Nice, we did it. We did damage. God damn it. I swear, I cannot catch a fucking break. Zero damage. Zero damage. Fuck. Oh, this fight. This part of the fight, huge pain in the ass. Annoying as fuck. I honestly, like, the second part of the fight, not as bad. Not as bad. Much more reasonable. Where's the one that heals everybody? Is that the eye embracing building the future? I think that's what it is. God damn, that takes forever to rebuild. I'm gonna do this one because we get page draw, and we need to keep using the AoEs. We've got stagger happening. We need 14 damage to come out. If we can nail 14 damage, that one will die, and then I think this one in the back will die. So we're doing 5 to 10. And it's mass individual. And then a 5 to... The 5 to 9 is not going to do anything. So that's a 9 to 14. Max? I would use a true trigram formation just to say fuck it and make sure that that piece of shit doesn't survive this. And then this one we need to hit with stuff faster than 4 in order to get it down. 8 to 15 and the 8 to 8 on Collapsing Heart. Yikes. All right, so on the I guess we could use Emotional Turbulence, or I could use a Jin Knee and a multi-slash. True Trigram Formation over here, or we could do, what do? We do a Snake Slit, a cheeky little sharpened blade, and then we can do Acupuncture. That should do some damage, right? Okay, good. But both of the hammers are dead. Fuck those. I hate them so much. I might have not wanted to do that. That might have been something that I shouldn't have done. Okay. Blood. Or I think we do Sword of Frost. Okay, shit. Alright, we're in the next phase. We made it. We have one card left to do with Angela, but for some reason Angela didn't get enough to refresh her light last turn. So right now they don't have the bonus. This is the opportunity to target the tentacles and do something about what they're doing. And then I think we're gonna have to handle the rear tentacles as well. But okay, so let's take a look. We've got no boosts to Zhao right now. It's an 8/8 and a 6/6. If we use our Display of Affection, we guarantee beat that out. But this is on hit lowers cost of opponent's guilt by 1. Means we want to get hit by that. And then, what is it? If we use Coffin, that's, I think, still not going to be what we want to do. 8/8. I guess it would be I guess we use like brace up against that, and then we allow the second one to hit us. That would be the way to take that. And then we use Emotional Turbulence. That helps us break that one down. This one is just annoying, but we have to deal with it. Oh, the Prescript? Display of Affection beats out that first one and has a really solid chance of beating out the third dice as well. Shyness could be how we deal with that, and then we're out of cards. We're out of light rather with Angela. Okay. For this next one, God, Augury Kick being a 5 cost now is, I think I'm just fucked on this character. That sucks so bad. So BG could definitely beat the first one, but would lose to the second one. And then the third one, we need to beat that clash. Problem is I have very few cards that are like Brace, where I just get to do a single attack or do a single thing and then be able to block. Maybe I swap to a different stance for Keldy for this one? No, we've got cards for it. We've got the cards, and we've got the light. I think it's time to fuck around with Keldy. Yeah, because Keldy can win this, right? Keldy can win this for sure. If I beef up my attacks high enough. This first one is the tricky one, the Blind Faith, because restore 1 light, all dice on the page lose 2 power. And that's not going to recover from it. So that's a 4/7, which is not great. So a 4/7 though gets, we reduce the next die value by 2. This would reduce this by 4, making this a 2/6. But then with the modifiers we have from Sharpened Blade, which is a +2, 4, 5. So this would only have its value reduced by 1. That would make it a 5/9. That makes it that doesn't make it a sure thing. We could up it to a 6/10, which makes it better. Better. Still not perfect, but better. Yeah, so I think we might do Blind Faith here, and then do Acupuncture here. And then a Serpent Sword technique up here. We can do Blind Faith and Unguarded Blind Faith up here. It could be a Guarded Blind Faith. And then a Will of the City. Will of the City, Graze the Grass. Okay. I think that's as good as that's gonna get. Now I've still got to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do with Ferret. I guess we have we focus literally all of our attacks on the top tentacle with Ferret. We make it a BG, a Will of the City, and a Brace Up. No, Graze the Grass. And then we do a Blind Faith to finish it up. Still did, like, no fucking damage. I don't think Fervent Beats is a I don't necessarily think Fervent Beats is a good play, because I think it just gets Keldy killed. We're gonna do Fervent Beats again. It's ill-advised. We're gonna do it again anyway. Okay, we have Anxiety. For this scene, any dice played in engagements involving this character are unaffected by power gain or loss. Deal +1 to 2 damage with attacks if the character fails to deal any damage with offensive dice this scene. Take 15 stagger damage. Anxiety. Any dice played in engagements involving this character are unaffected by power gain or loss. Okay. Alright. Mass Summation. All allies recover 15 HP and stagger resist. That happens, like, at the beginning of the turn, too. Unaffected by power gain or loss. So Keldy doesn't have any of the bonuses. But neither do they. So that means that Keldy could be the one to absorb the I don't want to let go. Destroy all of opponent's dice. On Clash Lose, destroy all dice on this page. Oh, I think we need to switch to guarding stance. And we can use... Oh no, sturdy defense. Oh no. What's my biggest block? I think I might have fucked up because I had something on slashing stance. I have an idea. Oh no! I think I just fucked. No! What did I just do? I'm so fucking stupid. Why did I just do that? No! I'll be right back. I need to take a second. I'm gonna go grab. All right. We got it this time. This is the run. This is the one. For sure. Mass individual unaffected by power gain or loss. Please don't vanish like this. Targets every enemy. A successful hit destroys the target's combat page or action dice. If the dice roll is larger than the target's current die, they take damage and the die is destroyed. Broken to pieces. If target has guilt, kill them instantly. Okay. I think we got it. We just gotta lock it. We just gotta lock it in, or lock in rather. Okay, BG. Slapping the right stuff on the right attacks. Trying to not make a blunder. But then having to do this repeatedly, like doing this over and over and over again does eventually fuck you up. One hit, lower cost of a page in user's hands whose cost is 3 or higher. Oh man, getting hit with slam pretty early on, like letting slam hit me, actually seems like a pretty decent idea. Do we have any brace up? It's only 6 to 8 damage. If we just let the back line hit me, because it's like on clash win, lower max value of opponent's next die by 3. But we just like let that hit, and then we get reduced cost value for everything. And then this is the one that inflicts cost of a random page in the hand goes up by 1 on hit with Stout Spike. So like trying to actually block Stout Spike with something like True Trigram Formation, and then trying to, oh, you know what I could do is I could just use Display of Affection on it, and that should kill it too. Perfect. And then we don't have to worry about having our costs increased, because that did fuck me up last time. Okay, and then we are gonna basically gonna let all of these go in and hit us. We just get to kind of pick who we want to get hit by them. So if I want Keldy to get hit by it, I can use High Kick up here, and then that means that Keldy is going to have 2 pages in hand to get their cost reduced. But I don't want to do that because Keldy is currently using not my favorite stance. We're going to use Slashing stance on Keldy. And, ooh, perfect. We could use Violet Blade. Violet Blade will beat out the first dice, and then the second dice will hit us, and then we'll have something's cost reduced. Meaning Keldy can play more stuff later. Okay, and then we just need to counter 1 more of these die, and then we're set. We'll use Graze the Grass. Now, Emotional Turbulence has Pierce and Slash, whereas Fervent Emotions has Slash and Blunt. I think we'll do Slash and Blunt. And a Graze the Grass. We're gonna turn into a well-oiled machine. God damn it. Angela, how did you get hit? How did Coffin's cost increase? It was supposed to be the opposite. Hang on just a goddamn second. One hit, lower cost of a page in user's hand. God damn it. Oh my god, I can't fucking read. I can't read. It's official. It's official. I can't read. Oh my fucking god. It's so over for me. Lower cost of a page in user's hand whose cost is 3 or higher by 1. So we do want to clash with these, and we do want to increase, yeah. God damn it. Cost is lowered by 1 after losing a clash against a page with a higher cost. Inflict 2 nails next scene. Honestly, I don't know how Angela failed this. I don't know how she failed that. Violent Blade can go up against this one here and beat Break. So we've got 8. That's 6, so 11 is the base damage over here. Pretty high chance to beat that out. And then we have a, that's a 3-7 with an increase to base 3, so that's 6-10. Has a pretty high chance of beating out all of those. We're gonna let those go in, and we're gonna use acupuncture to increase our odds of beating all of the other dice. Right there. No, we're gonna use it on one of these guys. I'm so fucking lost. My brain is cooked at this point. Lower the value of the opponent's next die on a clash win. The max value of the next die by 3. Yikes. This is a 6-10. The first one's a 4-8 though. Not a great, not great odds. And this is the same dealio. Basically, we're rolling the dice either way. Leon, pretty similar odds. And I think it still hits even if I block most of the damage. Because of the stupid way that blocks work in this game. And I still have nothing going on against these guys in the front. Oh no. 2 attacks right now are gonna bleed through, and there's like nothing I can do about it. This one, I can't allow that to go through. That's 6-10. I'm gonna have to do something about it. This is a 3-7, 4-7. That would definitely lose that first one. And then the first one is probably going to get absorbed. That dodge dice probably gets absorbed as well. Inflict 2 nails, cost of a random page in the user's hand goes up. And we are on our good hand. Blind Faith would be 6-10. Maybe we could... no, we need Violent Blade over here to block this. This first turn sucks so bad because like you're just guaranteed you're just gonna take damage. I fucking hate these. I hate this fight so much. This fight is such ass. No, Angela, how did you roll a 4? Oh my god, Angela, how did you roll it? How is that even possible? I'm impressed. I'm not even mad. How did you roll that bad? The minimum roll on that dice is a fucking 8. Angela's just gotta start doing AoE attacks. So everybody's generally fine this turn. I think using the I Embracing the Past is a bit premature. Not a good time to use it. I think we're going to use the Courage to Protect here. And then we might renege on that decision depending on whether or not... So Splitting Heart is getting... What is that? A 5, 6, 7. So that's a 19 to 19. We do have Jin Ni. And a +2 to strength, so pretty decent chance of beating out Splitting Heart. If only we were able to actually clash with it. You gotta love it. You just gotta love it. And then this one, Collapsing Heart, which we didn't roll high enough to clash with. I think I can use True Trigram Formation to beat it out over here, but I hate it over here. This sucks so much ass. I can't even. Shyness we can use. Boost next die's max value by 2. Cost of a page in user's hand who costs 2 or less goes up by 1. Ugh. So we don't want that to happen. Maybe we can use Blind Faith to beat out that. And maybe we can use Snake Slit on something else. Snake Slit has a pretty decent chance of beating that out as well. 7 to 10 does not beat a 19. There's what am I supposed to do? Deal bonus stagger damage by 3 times the target's nails. So that takes, it'll be 6 extra stagger damage. I think Angela can take that hit. We're not going to be happy about it. You can't expect me to be happy about it, but I hate it. Oh my god. This fight is such a shit. Let me see. Will of the Prescript. We've got a +2. Just for raw dice. That one's better. Fervent Emotions is just better for just the raw dice that we're seeing here. But I don't want to use Fervent Emotions. I'd rather use something else. Or we're countering almost everything. We can do... We've got +4. We could do a BG. And an Observe down here. Yeah, I hate it here, but we'll try to make lemonade. It's a pretty low roll. All right, he didn't get to, for some reason this time that we played the video game and did the same exact thing that we did last time. For whatever reason, we didn't have to worry about the hammer popping the fuck off. I don't know why. Sometimes it pops off. Sometimes it just doesn't pop off, and I don't understand it. Like, I kind of hate it. All right, so with the +6, we're gonna use those who are faithful and trustworthy, which should just absolutely slap. That should be a really nice setup. We can use Token of Friendship there. We get a nice fat juicy bonus. So we can use Sharpened Blade and then something else over here. Maybe Snake Slit? If we use Violet Blade, then I think Violet Blade is actually going to give us a nice power boost. And we might be looking at getting really close to killing one of these guys. This attack here will get blocked by our counter dice, which should be high enough with our current bonuses. We've got that +2. 4, 5. Makes this an 8, 12, which should be able to beat out those. We need more cards with Ferret. And we've got a similar deal going over here with Joel. Sharpened Blade, Snake Slit, Blind Faith are all here, but I've only got 2 cards I can play. I think Sharpened Blade plus Blind Faith is what I'll play. Sharpened Blade is just not as good on us as Snake Slit is. Snake Slit is a 5/7. And then that should mean our Blind Faith wins. Will of the Prescript and Will of the City in the back. And then I think we're good. No, roll higher, fuck. No, Keldy, roll higher, shit. You can do better. I've had a series of fights that I've just had the shittiest luck. It's wild. My luck is we should study it. We should bottle my luck up and take it into a lab and study it. I have been actively trying to kill the hammer guys, like actively trying my absolute bestest to kill the hammer guys. And the hammer guy looks like he's gonna die last. A series of unfortunate ways is a great way to describe this fight. A series of unfortunate events is my life. No, that's not true. I have an enormous amount of privilege and sit in a very comfortable position in my life. But as far as my luck in video games goes, it's noteworthy in that it's really, really bad. Look at, we rolled 3s. All 3s. We don't have any negative, there's no debuffs, right? Yeah, there's no debuffs here. We rolled 3s across the board with Zhao. And we rolled 2 2s and a 3 on Joel. So it just takes them out of the fight for the purposes of dealing damage to specific units. This would usually be a warm-up phase. I think we're gonna do Will of the City over here with Angela doing a AoE. even though it's an AoE that this particular guy is not necessarily weak to, I think Angela's AoE should do enough damage to kill him. But if it doesn't, I want to have a backup plan. Graze or brace? Graze. Keldy will be the backup plan. Keldy comes in with a acupuncture? And how about an unblocked acupuncture? And then we'll do a violet blade on the top end with a graze the grass in the back. I'm just realizing, like, I don't have anybody set up to beat out that collapsing heart. So we'll set Violet Blade to beat out the collapsing heart, and I'll just figure out something else, I guess. We'll use a fervid emotions up front and an emotional turbulence. That should handle it. I think he's just dead anyway, but yeah, 3. We did just barely enough. I was gonna say, I would love it if we didn't push this next phase over. But this is, I think, the best position we've been in for the beginning of this phase thus far. And that's just, like, everybody has pretty much full stamina, close to full HP, our emotional level and our light levels look really good. Significantly better position than we've seen up until this point. The only thing that I think I would like to set up a little bit better would be the amount of strength I have access to. Because I don't think we don't really have a lot of strength available to us right now. Okay, so Snake Slit. Blind Faith is a really good option for handling Don't Suppress Your Heart. So we've got 2 Don't Suppress Your Hearts. We don't have 2 Blind Faiths. True Trigram Formation puts us at a 6-9 to beat out a 4-8. But it's a 6-9 defense. And we gotta beat those first 2. Maybe True Trigram Formation would actually be the better option to go against these 2. Because we definitely win the first 2. On Clash, lose, lower the opponent's... Oh, god damn. Okay, so maybe we want to lose that first... We want to lose that first one, right? And then we want to win the second one. And win the third one. I hate it here. That means Will of the Prescript looks a lot better for handling this one, because Will of the Prescript has a pretty high chance of losing that first clash. But that only really applies to people who have a strength boost. Blind Faith is the one where I was like, I don't know about using Blind Faith on this, because it's going to lose some of the, like, benefits. I do think Blind Faith might actually be the way to handle that. And then we could use Snake Slit. Destroy opponent's next die. If we use Snake Slit, that puts us at a +5. That's a base 7 to 9 versus an 8-8 and a 6-6. So we definitely beat the second one. High chance to beat the first one. Multi-slash doesn't really matter. Neither does Serpent Sword Technique. These would just be for damage. Serpent Sword Technique. Very high chance to beat out that dice roll this bitch is doing. And then we could do a Graze the Grass for emotional points. Alright, Keldy's turn is spent. We're doing stuff with Keldy. Perfect. Next, true trigram formation. Pretty decent shot of beating this out, although it's a 6-9 and that 4-8. I want to beat that 4-8. Maybe emotional turbulence? Because we've got a 5-10 versus a 4-8. And then I've just realized I've fucked up this one with Keldy. I think I want to do this. On win, destroy opponent's next die. But we're sitting on a... Shit, no, we need Snake Slit. Okay. So that means we have a 2, 4, 5... That's an 8. So we're guaranteed to beat out the first one, but the second one will almost definitely lose. Yeah, the second one will definitely lose if we use a multi-slash there. That means that we do get to reduce Keldy's guilt by 1, and then Blind Faith, I think, reduces Keldy's guilt by another, so we would have Keldy's guilt drop by 2 cost for that particular encounter. If we can get Keldy's guilt gone next turn... Yeah, I think if we can get Keldy's guilt gone next turn, we're in a really hot spot. We do Jinni right here, and that means we definitely get hit with that second one. Graze the grass. We've got to do something with Carmen, because Carmen's gonna gun us down. Getting all my guilt gone would be great. Well, what do you got to be guilty about, Boo Boos? You're one of the best boys I've ever known. And let's see, what do we have? We've got mass summation on use if the user's HP is at 50%. I think we just use this one. I think using that right out the gate is probably the way. And then we can play Display of Affection and Shyness. Alright, and we still have a couple of turns we have to deal with. Namely, this bitch is doing a bunch of stagger damage. We could do Augury Kick and Observe. And BG. And multi-slash? That would be a massive strength boost for next turn, but I think we're gonna have like no light. It's not a lot of damage. Holy shit, that boy almost dead. Y'all see that shit? That boy's almost dead. So we got our guilt down to 8 cost for 2 people. 25. We're down to 25 hit points on this tentacle. So who's got the... Okay, so Angela is the one who got hit with the... Okay, no, Angela has Fright. For this scene, any dice played in engagements involving this character are unaffected, and then deal +1 to 2 stagger damage on a deflect. If the character fails to deal any deflect damage with block dice this scene, take 15. I'm guessing that's stagger damage. Okay. So we do have a +10. We're strengthened by 10, but unfortunately we got paralyzed twice with Ferret. So that sucks. But I think we can work with a +10 strength, to be honest. They take basic bitch damage from everything. Mass individual, if we're targeting this guy right here with a +5, that's a 10-15 and a 10-14. I think their damage is just resistant. Endured. Yeah, they're endured to everything. So that means we're gonna need to slam into them with something else. Do puppet blockade over there. And I think with those attacks, we should be looking at being able to beat out this guy. All right, now we've got to look at deflect damage. So Coffin, 10 to 15 just beats on clash, lose, destroy all dice on this page. I think we just do that, and we win that particular encounter, and then we could do this. Shit. No, we gotta do the mass attack in the back end. What's that one? This one. And then the front end gives us a die. Or we can play an extra card. So we get rid of Shyness here and we play Shyness there. Alright, now we gotta think about Keldy's turn. So I think as just like a just in case, we're gonna do Sharpened Blade up top. They do have a single 4 to 8 that they're doing. But if we land both of these, we should be looking at successfully killing ya boy down here, and then Will of the City. So the top guys should be cooked already. And then we get to focus every single turn on trying to get the guy on the bottom dead. He's gonna raise the cost of Angela's guilt by 2 if I don't block that. See, what's this one? This one just does stagger damage. I think I need to use my Shyness. No, Shyness isn't going to block that. 8 to 13? Unaffected by strength. So the best I've got is an 8 to 10. I think we're going to have to just suck that off onto somebody else who we're planning on dying. Like I could choose like Olivier pulls that off onto himself. And then, what do we've got? A +10 over here with your boy. Lower the opponent's next die, max die value by 3. Lower the cost of opponent's guilt by 1. And gain 2 protection. Okay, so I think just beating out... These guys don't have the bonus. This is the bonus right here, right? This Conviction, dice power +10. That's the bonus. If we hit these guys in the back now with Ferret, with these Giga strong attacks, I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. Ferret's gonna need a recharge turn next turn, but I think this is the way. Oh my god. We did so much less damage than I was thinking with the AoE attack. Where did you get all those blocks from, you dumb bitch? Uh-oh. I might be fucked here. I might be like giga fucked here. Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh god! Caldy's dead. Joel's dead. Okay, ouch. And Ferret got staggered. Oh my god. I should have committed harder to that. Is Angela still the one who has self-reproach? For this scene, any dice played in engagements involving this character are unaffected by power gain or loss. Take less stagger damage. If the character does not receive any damage, the scene take 15 stagger damage. Okay. So it's literally just we need to use Angela to engage with this bozo. You get no bonus strength. 8 to 13. I just don't have... Don't have the juice to be able to defend against that. Got 2 left. Could use lean bloody wings. 5, 8, 4, 7, 3, 7. Which is very likely to get killed by that. Big yikes. And our guilt got its cost increased by another one Zhao. Okay. Prescript. Multi-slash. Graze the grass. Unbelievable that we managed to even survive that turn. No! Stop! Okay, so this tentacle's dead. No, it's not. What the fuck? How did you survive? Alright, 1 hit point. So, mass summation, the eye facing the fear, breaking the cycle. I'm pretty sure we've used all 9 of our AoE cards. So now it's AoE central. It's time to just start laying the smackdown with the AoEs. So restore a light, gain a strength. I think this one, to get the HP and the stagger resist for all of the characters that I have, boosted. And we've got anxiety. For this scene, any dice played in engagements involving this character are unaffected by power gain or loss. Okay. So, that's fine. Does paralyze overlap with power gain or loss? This reduces the maximum value of dice. So that leads me to believe that the power gain or loss from that, if you don't use 9 unique ego pages until the end of this phase, ... I have. Okay, so we've got a +3 to all of our stuff here. Token of friendship. Shyness. Just have Angela absorb all of the damage because she can, like a boss. And then we'll get a bunch of light back by the end of this phase. Okay. I gotta decide what the fuck I'm gonna do with Ferret. I think I'm going for I'm gonna go for a hard light rush for Ferret. I'm gonna try to get all of my light back with Ferret. if possible. Then God, if I don't do 1 damage with this, I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm over here. I gotta do at least 1 damage with my AoE. We'll use Zhao's AoE as well, just in case. Use the Will of the City. Puppet Blockade. And then we'll use Pulao. Okay, no gain or loss if the character fails to deflect any damage, if the character does not receive any damage. Okay, so she needs to receive and deflect damage this scene. Display of affection. And I've got a shyness left that I can play. Zhao's got some light left to play. We can do Tao Tie. And after that we've got no light. So I can use Guilt now and get this shit out of my hands for Ferret. And then we can also use Will of the City. And then we're out of shit we can play. We could do, actually, no, we can play this to restore a light, and then we can use multi-slash to have more light to play with next turn. And that means that Ferret will be able to survive the guilt problem. That always does an unimpressive amount of damage. Okay. Let's see. Are they hitting yet? They're not hitting yet. That's good. I kind of need them not to hit yet. Oh, what do I have? Which AoEs do I have left? Alright, so I've got Mass Summation, the will to stand up straight, 12 to 40. And then that's all I've got. We have Anxiety, deal damage with attacks. Okay. That should be no problem. Shyness, I'm gonna need to start regenning light, getting more light back with Angela, because I'm running into a light problem using all of these special offensive die. Multi-slash, graze the grass. Ferret can actually like fuck around now, so we're gonna use Augury Kick and Biji, multi-slash, And graze the grass. $35. I think the tentacles take less damage from burn as well. That might have been what fucked me up before. All characters except the selected librarian become immobilized for the scene. Next scene, all enemies are inflicted with 6 bind. No, I think we're gonna do a kiss. Are they attacking this turn? They're still not attacking yet. So we can do Yazi. And that should do some more. It's going to do some more burn. I kind of want to do this just to get some more recovery on my people, but I don't know. So we did get Augury kicked back. I don't have a lot of low-cost cards. Maybe we play a draw page to see if we can get... There we go. Yeah, we got a multi-slash. Nice. So definitely need to play Will of the City, and we need to play multi-slash this turn. Multi-slash, Will of the City. That gives us light to play with next turn. Brace up. And then we're just, like, out of options for Ferret. Who's got the eyeball this turn? Nobody's got the eyeballs this turn. Oh no, Ferret has the eyeballs. Okay, that actually changes things, because we don't get that +8. Any dice played in engagements are not affected by power gain or loss. Deal 1 to 2 bonus stagger damage on a deflect. So we have to deflect something. Okay. Well, we have Augury Kick, which would give us a pretty high chance of blocking that. Unfortunately, we're just like not gonna get any benefit from the strengthen that we had from last time, which just, I hate that. That sucks so bad. Alright, I've got 3 turns left to be able to play that with Angela. And I've got no light cards. I've got no cards that I can play. Token of friendship. Token of friendship. We can do Lean Bloody Wings. Token of friendship. And then save a light, I guess. This fight is so complicated. Ferret stands before you completely unguilty. 2 hit points and 19 hit points. Still not hitting with anything serious. Okay. We've got the eyeballs on Ferret again, which means Ferret just doesn't get to get the benefit of his entire kit again. I hate that so much. And we have to deflect again. So we can do Augury Kick again. And then we get brace up and graze the grass. It's just absolute shit because I want to, there's other stuff I want to play. And I've got Shyness. That's going to restore 3 light. I don't have anything else that restores light. Angela is in a scary place. So if I play just Shyness, I'll restore some light. And I can't play anything else because I need every single light dot that I have to be full for Angela in order for her to use her ability. All dice on this page gain 1 power for every 2 emotion levels. I think we be ready. Graze the grass and puppet blockade. Zero damage. We're lucky that bitch got lit on fire because if not, that tentacle would, I don't think that tentacle would have died. Okay, so the end of this turn, this tentacle should be dead. Okay, perfect. So that means we can focus all of our attention on, okay, great. Guilt is reduced by 1. It means we can get rid of guilt. All right, Shyness. And we have Token of Friendship. And Ferret, once again, has no bonuses to power gain or loss. I hate that so much. Ferret! My sweet cherub! And we can get rid of guilt on Zhao as well. So that means we'll have 3 unguilty characters, a dead tentacle, and it'll just be us against her. We have impending break. It's like happening right now. The hell? She not doing anything? Is that because we killed the tentacles? Alright, so multi-slash, puppet blockade. That's like all I can do. We'll do we've got our bonuses here on Ferret. I feel like I'm gonna need to have light to play cards next turn. So we're gonna start off with Will of the City. That'll give us +1 light. Multi-slash is another +1 light. Graze the Grass is another +1 light. So that puts us almost at max light if we don't play anything else this turn. And I think that's what we're gonna go with. Shyness, I need to play because that's gonna give me 3 light. That's 3, 6, and then we have 7, 8. We'll almost be at full light. Next turn we'll do Friendship so that we can get some good for our friends. This I think we might have it. We're so fucking close. I love how they just give you a whole turn to beat on her, and I'm completely out of light because Leer of Anxiety? She's reset impending break? Oh, I guess that only applies. Okay, so because we got rid of the guilt, she took a break. Okay, I get it. All right. And we have guilt again. Got it. Okay, but it's much more manageable. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna kill her. I think we'll just gun her down. we've got Augury Kick. Observe? Augury Kick, BG. Graze the grass. Brace up. And we'll do... Will of the City. Graze the grass. Emotional Turbulence. Display of Affection should beat out that first one, and then we can do a... I don't want to get staggered with Angela, because I feel like there's a pretty high chance she's going to get staggered if I fuck around too hard with her other stuff. So we're going to do Token of Friendship, we'll do Lean Bloody Wings, and then we'll do Display of Affection after we do a Shyness. Okay. That's a full turn. Backhand her! She's so close to cooked. And we've got a +8 on Ferret right now, and Ferret doesn't have, importantly enough, doesn't have the thing that limits Ferret's ability to deal damage this turn. So I think she's just fucked. I'm pretty sure she's cooked. We can use this slot here to take off Shyness. Still at Fragments of Light 9. Still have the question mark page, so I don't know how much light we need for that last page. I just want to make sure whatever we need for it, we've got it. Shit, Angela just got staggered. If I go into this last phase with Angela staggered, and that's what fucks me, I'm gonna be seriously upset. It's still a question mark. Unaffected by power gain or loss. I can't, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? She's staggered, so I'm fucked. You have got to be kidding. You have got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be kidding. This is a joke, right? This is like a fucked up joke. This fucking fight. Are you joking me? Angela didn't even need to attack last time. Let it ride. We're dead. It's cooked. It's Jover. Even if I did have puppet strings, the people who are about to get smacked by this are dead. When does this happen? This happens at a 3? There's no way I deal 999 damage in the amount of time that it would take to reach 3. I think we're just fucked. A 100. I think we're just all dead. Nobody's got guilt in their hands. OP. Angela just survives. The Knowing. Sacrifice all of user's HP. That's the, okay, that's the card. The knowing? Did I do it? It's a forced survival. You have no idea how pissed I was for a second there. Oh god, you were created to resemble me and expected to think like me, but here we are. It seems our paths will diverge from now on. Why are you playing question mark, question mark, question mark? We know it's Carmen. It been done been Carmen. I'll continue to go my way, and I hope you'll be able to stay on yours. Are you sure you won't stop doing what you're doing? Not until the city folk learn to look at their true selves and love themselves for who they are, at least. I see. I suppose our paths won't ever be the same again. Carmen, as long as I'm part of this light, I'll do everything in my power to stop you. The light shall soar upwards ceaselessly. As if to represent the hope that every person in the city will be able to move ahead without being swayed. Those who fell in the library will begin to open their eyes and find themselves in places they belong, one by one. I'm not sure when, but I clearly heard something in the light. Those words come back to me now. I'm sorry. Ein saying I'm sorry? I believe that. I would believe that the manager, the dear manager, Ein, would feel genuinely shitty for putting Angela through what he did put her through at the end of it all. And good job. A faint voice reminded me of those words. Absolutely, Ein. Ein put literally all of his trust and faith in Angela. If it wasn't for her, the whole plan would have been kaput. Turning to the last page, I ponder. I. Father issues resolved. The Dark Souls text. Floor of General Works completely realized. Thank the fuck Christ. What a pain in the ass fight. What's this? I thought I passed away. Eileen? What happened to you? I can remember turning into a book. Oh, could it be an encore? Nay, Bray. Bark, bark, cock-a-doodle-doo, arf, arf, woof, woof, woof. This must be the outcome of your choice. Thank you, Angela and Roland. With these new forms you gave us, we can perform once again. I see this form. I can't wait to get back to the city. I want to meet people. Greta was like, I can't wait to put somebody in my chest hole. I feel like I can make the best taste mankind's ever known right now. Look, Angela didn't make this choice for your sake, you know. She just chose what she actually wants for the first time. You appear to be invigorated, much more so than the last time we saw you. Pluto, you look tight as fuck. God damn. It seems we are all brimming with similar vigor. I can sense a noble power seeping into my body. In this light, we shall achieve perfection. This is how it feels, naked, yet able to be myself at last. This is the movement I've been waiting for. I was born for this moment. A warm echo, unlike what I'd heard, it pervades me. I want to eat people. I can hear a sound that's much closer to my heart. I can hear the motion of the city. Yes, it's that light. I won't miss this final opportunity given to me. All right. With this strength, let's go for another round. God, Tanya looks cool as fuck. I know it's basically just Tanya with the shirt off and tattoos ablaze, but that just, like, the hair, the eyes, the form, like the sharp Anubine-like form. Very, very cool looking. Way to go, Tanya. There's no way in hell I'm letting you lay a finger on Angela. We've reached the pin- Oh, shut the fuck up, Philip. You didn't do shit. You're just a little baby bitch. You fiend to run away again? We reached the pinnacle. We can go anywhere we want from here. If only you could have protected Angelica with the same resolution. Yeah, keep running your mouth, see if I care. I'm thinking of following my good pal along the path taken as she pleases, making sure to take a good and long look at the things around me this time. I just realized Tanya and Greta got their thangs out. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's only a social thing. It's the only reason why we cover our titties is because it's a social faux pas. If it was, you know, socially acceptable, I'd have my titties out right now. So you accepted it in your own way. Definitely not your way. Indeed, in the warmth of this light, let's have a dance together. It will be beautiful and peruding. Attention, everyone. We'll claim the final fraction of the light that will make us whole. Would you please allow me to conduct this finale? Boy, you're still the same nutjob even when you're a freak. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. I can't select that floor either. Like, I can't choose the new floor. I wanted to see what the ego pages looked like. Can I? Can I click on it? Yeah, I just, oh, we don't have any. we didn't actually get them yet. Okay. And we're maxed out. Okay, the finale, the final kinda reception. Musicians of Bremen, Greta, Eileen, Philip, and this is 3 acts, so we have to do all of them, and we're doing them together. Ew, icky, poo-poo, buttholes, goddamn. I'm so tired. I'm fatigued. I'm genuinely like at a point where I have boss fatigue. I'm boss fatigued. No, I see that I have 5 floors available and I have 3 remaining acts. I'm just thinking carefully about who I'm gonna slap into this floor. Or who I'm gonna run first, honestly. I feel like running running Jebra's crew first. With our classic like Nikolai. I think running the best floor. Running the best floor might actually be the way. I would do Keter if I could. I would run Keter if I could, but I can't, so I'm gonna run Jebra. And I think we're bringing in, I think I'm gonna bring in Zhao and Philip, along with Purple Tear. And the reason I'm bringing Zhao and Philip is to double up on the fire output. And Philip also scales over time. Although I genuinely feeling like Philip doesn't have enough card draw. I need card draw with Philip. It's not enough as it stands. Brace Up is our only card draw option. Multi-Slash, of course, has the intrinsic card draw, and so does Will of the City, but I always wind up with not enough choices. I think Violent Flame is fun, but I'm not going to bring it. And then I think I'm going to have light problems. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Maybe instead of taking Chi Wen... Although we like burning, we like setting ourselves on fire. Okay, I get it. We get rid of Fiery Waltz, we take Will of the City. Or Will of the Prescript, sorry. And then we also bring in... not Fiery Waltz, what was the other? The 1 cost... Fire, burn, and 1 cost. Confirm. What the fuck? Violent Flame. So we'll bring Violent Flame plus Will of the Prescript. That means we've got half of our cards, more or less, play around with fire. When inflicting burn, apply an additional stack. Okay. And then Necro's gotta have something. Necro's gotta have a page. What do we run with? I think Nikolai's page. We're gonna disposal max. So slashing, endured. Normal. Okay, so I'll need to slap slashing attacks on there. And then piercing. Oh, these guys are just beefy as fuck. The whole ensemble again and in another boss rush. I'm just like, gods damn it. I genuinely I am at boss fatigue. I've hit full on boss fatigue. I'm fucking cooked. This is super cool. Thematically. Very, very cool looking. Concerto. If target is an ally, give 2 haste this scene. On Clash Win, give 1 strength and 2 random allies next scene. So musicians of Bremen are just going to be like giving buffs to people. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Give me a second to set it up and we'll do it. I need to move my body around sometimes. And then, so I've got 45 minutes. I think I can get through, I think I can probably get through one of these fights in 45 minutes, and then we'll call it a stream. All right. Oh, that's lovely. That's just lovely. Alright, back to the bozos. Back to these fucking bozos. Okay. Holy fucking shit. Tackle mount? All offensive dice on this page gain on hit recover 3 HP. On Clash win, destroy all dice the opponent has. On Clash lose, destroy all dice on this page. So we have to win that clash. We get a +5, then make this an 8. That ain't enough. We're gonna need something bigger than that. Zhao's Jinni could beat that out, I think, at a base. But it's not gonna be able to intercept that. A 6. She's the only one who could do it, and it's not gonna happen. I literally can't. I fucking hate this. It's like this kind of stuff. It just irritates me because it's like I have the ability to beat out this dice, but I just rolled shittier than Greta did this turn. So that means I either restart the fight because I literally haven't laid down a single card yet, or I take a fuck ton of damage right to the penis. I think I'm gonna thanks for the good luck wishes. I think I'm gonna try that first turn again, because I just hate it whenever I get bad luck the first turn. Yeah, this turn we all rolled 7s. Yeah. Great. And we've got Duel. Duel runs at an 8 to 17, 9 to 18. We've got a decent chance of beating it out with Duel. But it's not 100%. It's pretty close. I think we're at 11 to 20. So we've got a little bit of a higher top roll. On Clash win, inflict 2 bleed, and Clash win, inflict 2 paralysis. Holy shit. So I think the front threat over here, obviously Greta is scary. All of them are scary. I don't like any of them. All of these guys suck ass. 5-10 versus a 8-13. Inflict 2 bleed next scene. Well, we got concentration. 6-11. If the target has burn, inflict smoke equal to the amount of smoke on the target. Thought gear combust. I don't have enough. They're playing so many heavy hitting things. I do not have anywhere close to enough light to deal with all this shit. Just not even remotely close to the amount of light necessary to deal with all the shit that they're throwing at me. Inflict 2 burn to each other. If target has 8 or more burn, gain 2 power. I guess we can energy conversion. Rekindled strike. Recover 5 HP for 2 random allies. Chi Wen. And a multi-slash. There is no easy solution here. All of this shit sucks. I just need Jebber to get big. That's all. Okay. Okay, so Greta is taking 50% more damage. It's not double damage, but 50% more damage is not nothing. That's a lot of damage. So we come in and we make sure that Greta gets cooked this turn. Clash win, inflict a paralysis. Let's see, it's our infinity die. It's really important that we play something that's gonna beat out that card. We've got a 7. We could do this. That rekindled strike should do it. Violent flame. God damn. Necro has 2 graze the grass. Just like, god damn it. Not gonna be doing shit with that, that's for sure. Give 2 haste this scene. Okay. I think Spear is still, like, the card to play in this case. That puts us at a 5... It's an 8 to 12. If target has 5+ smoke, give 2 haste and strength to a random ally next scene. We don't, so we can just ignore that one. That means we can come in here with emotional turbulence and multi-slash for Greta. (6-10) inflict 1 feeble disarm and bind next scene. He's got a +2. It's not gonna pan out well for me because I've got a +3, but it's like, so we'd just be tied, I think. But we'll try. I can't do anything about Musicians of Bremen this turn. Ouch! 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 Jesus fucking Christ! We got the stagger off. Taking away turns is pretty important. I love it. We get an AoE mass summation, scorching desperation. Shit. We get +3 to all of our shit this turn, so we could do emotional turbulence. Okay. Gets us pretty close. Emotional turbulence without the boost gets us pretty damn close. I think we take that. Restraint. The status is not lost at the end of the scene. I don't like Philip. In general, I don't like Philip. This version of Philip I also don't like. Damage increased by 0.5 per stack of smoke on the target. And that just gives them smoke. I think I could just ignore that safely. This other one also is not that bad. 1 hit, inflict 2 smoke. Alright, so I think this is Jin Ni is going to be what I play here. And I graze the grass. I really want to make sure that your girl dies this turn. Well, Philip is in trouble, or my Philip is in trouble. That's not good. Necro's in trouble. Fucking god damn it. This, I swear, this deck is feast or famine. I'm either like rolling in it or I'm fucking cooked. No draw. I think I didn't get the draw from our attack last time. We'll see if we get it from Leap this time. I don't think this is going to end well for Necro this turn. In fact, I think this is going to go quite poorly. No! Fuck. Verdigris is already dead. I think Necro might be dead. We can Blazing Strike now, so that's good. Nobody's hitting Jebera, like, at all. How the fuck did Philip end up becoming a goddamn powerhouse over here? What's our Philip gonna do? Blazing Strike, all offensive die on this page. Gain 1 hit, gain 1 negative emotion point. Our Philip's in trouble. Like, this is not looking good. This is not looking good for our homie. I think our Philip is just dead. I'm pretty sure my Phil, his name is Phil. I'm pretty sure he's just dead. If that hits, I'm pretty sure that'll just kill him. Maybe I absorb that with Jebera then, just to keep our Philip alive for another turn or two at least. Jesus Christ. Who knew the cracked up Philip was gonna be so goddamn strong? What a fucking beast. Alright, Musicians of Bremen is cooked. Their Philip is staggered. God damn. This fight, this is one of the fights of all time. Holy shit. I'm pretty sure we do greater split vertical here. And then we can come into Philip with a spear. And then maybe a level slash. That's an AoE. Love that for me. What's that, 16 to 22? Don't love my chances here, especially with Philip. Our Philip is in trouble. I think he's just dead. I'm pretty sure he's just dead. I tried my Philip. I tried. You're fucking cooked, my friend. How Philip tie that? 17? She must have rolled like absolute shit. Yeah, it's 16 to 22. She rolled a 2, basically. Well, that settles it. I think we just won. Phil somehow stayed alive. No, he didn't. He died. He died to fire at the very, very end. Oh, goddamn. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, so it's Wolgafer and Jebera are the only ones who are left, and it's Tanya, Jaehyun, and Oswald. Holy smokes. Sure, why not? Let's just begin the stage play. Let's see what happens. Spear? It's a 6 to 10. Spawn Mrs. Mermaid and Mr. Knife next scene. Leaves combat for the next 2 scenes. Huh. Huh. Cannot be redirected. Conjoining strings. Y'all gonna be summoning a bunch of ads. I'm trying to decide what the fuck to do. Since we are getting Mr. Knife and Miss Mermaid, and Oswald is leaving, I'm kind of inclined to just like ignore Oswald essentially for a turn. Try to focus on someone else. Target's current die cannot be recycled. Deal 3 damage to the target. I think I might just want to focus on Tanya. Spear. Repressed Flesh. No, level slash. And then Manifest Ego at the end. This AoE, we could use Jin Mi. And Beyond, maybe? Multi-slash and Puppet Blockade. See how it goes. 7? Girl, how'd you just roll a 7? actually get so many floating blocks. I don't think any of my shit's gonna get through. Absorption. And what do we get? I guess we could grab Dipsia. Cause that's gonna give Volgafer and oh shit. Shell? Each scene, the first die the librarian plays recovers HP equal to the amount of damage dealt. Double the power of the last die the librarian plays each scene. Hello. Mimicry. So, Great Split Horizontal. Red strings. While this page is in hand, gain red string status. Does not leave hand on use. On Clash lose, exhaust this page and deal 10 stagger damage to Jae Hyun. How do we lose the Clash with that? Red strings. If in one scenes, if 2 or more characters have this status, they die. And Miss Bunny is spawned. If a librarian has this status, they gain 10 haste at the start of the scene. Removed if Oswald or Jaehyun dies. What the fuck? So I need to get red strings out of my hand. Gain red string status. Does not leave hand on use. That's on a Clash lose. I have to lose a Clash for this? So I guess it's intended to be like the beatdown card. Like I have to use red strings on beatdown. Beatdown's the only thing that pretty much guarantees that you're able to beat it. That's confusing. Because we've got red strings on 2 characters. How do I get it off of 2 characters? I guess I could have those 2 characters clash against each other. I can't use this card up against another character. While this page is in hand, gain red string status. Does not leave hand on use. It leaves hand on clash. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of this on both of them. But I can get rid of it on Jebra for sure. And then I need to pull in some attacks, I guess, away from Jebra. Because Jebra can handle, like, 1. This Cripple, for example. I think Jebra will be fine against Cripple. But Not a Chance also should be fine. What's an attack that's coming in to Jebra that I need to block? So we can use Multi-Slash on this. And I can use Puppet Blockade and Graze the Grass. I think Wolgafer is dead. I'm pretty sure Wolgafer is just cooked. And I gotta win a clash against one of them. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Alright. Well, Wolgifer just went Super Saiyan. We've got Beatdown coming in again. I don't see how Wolgifer survives another turn. I don't necessarily think it's even possible. Spear and Level Slash. Can we gain? Yeah, Jebra is capped on emotion level, which means that we have however much stuff that we have, and that's what we're kind of locked in on whatever we've got. So maybe I need to use Spear on your girl down here. Pull that in. And then what can I do? I mean, if anything I use, bleeding is just going to kill me. So I guess Jin Ni would give me the most damage as like my goodbye option. So Tanya's at 51 hit points. So we do have enough level slashes and spears to be able to play. Pitch Black Pulverizer. So I get to pick one attack that is going to hit Tanya and do a bunch of damage to Tanya. I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill her in one turn. And looking at this shit right here, like this mass summation that's coming in. Climax 18 to 20. I don't see how I'm gonna beat that out. We've got 6 plus the 5. That makes it 11 plus 3. So 14 on top of what we're working with here. A spear could reasonably kill Tanya. A spear could, in theory, kill Tanya. You got this, Jebra, I believe. What did I didn't even get to see what I rolled. Pog. Okay, so Tanya's dead. Shell would have been nice. Okay, come on, Jebra, you got this. You're my girl, boo. You got this. Spawn Miss Mermaid and Mr. Knife next scene. Leaves combat for the next 2 scenes. Conjoining strings. Cannot be redirected. Combat start. Add red strings pages to hand to target and circus-related enemies. Okay. read with the text in my face. Okay, there we go. Okay, Jaehyun is fucking dead. Jebra just locked the fuck in. Unnecessary amounts of damage dealt to Miss Mermaid. God damn, Jebra. Oh, Oswald's back and staggered. Welcome back, Oswald. The Jebra music has not wavered, not even a little bit. Climax again. .48 damage. Okay, so that floor is cooked. Way to go, Jebra. Just way to go. You're my boo bear. Argalia, Pluto, and Elena. Oh. Just Jebra. She's cracked out and like fully buffed, but it is just Jebra. I don't know. Also, almost out of time for today's stream. I think rather than continue this fight, I think I'm gonna call it. I still have all 5 floors available. Jebra is at full HP. She is solo right now, but she still exists. She can still fight. But I don't have a ton of confidence going into, because Pluto, Elena, and Argalia were all pain in the ass fights. So I imagine that they're going to be equally a pain in the ass in the coming fight. Now, I don't know how I necessarily want to do this. I think I might want to go in with Malekith first or whatever. Maybe I just run in with Jebra and see what she can do. Maybe she can kill one of them. And like if she could just focus target and kill one of them, it might be all that I need. But yeah, that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But we'll figure that out whenever we get there. For now, I think we're gonna call it. It's been real, y'all. It's the boss rush. I was genuinely hoping that I'd be done with the bosses this week and be in the cleanup phase, but the end of this game, I understand why so few people finish this game. It's long, and it's very easy to get fatigued. And then if you take any time away from this game, pretty much all of the knowledge will just leak out of your skull. Anyway, I love you guys. You have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you guys next week on Monday, bright and early, with some more Library of Ruina. We're gonna finish this game, and we're gonna go through the process of the cleanup phase on stream as well. So if you're ever interested in seeing how I clean up games and get 100% of the achievables, I'll do all of that on stream with this game. Because this game has a 14-to-1 ratio. That means like for every single point, like gamer score or whatever that this game is worth, it's multiplied by 14. I don't know I don't know very many games at all that have a rating or like a ratio that's that high. What it means is like most of the people, the vast majority of people that try to play this game don't finish it. But I'll see you guys next time. Toodles! You have a good day too, Kelly. Love you, boo-boos.